114, and they gotta steal it as well. Voice of Addiction, and they do rock/punk out of Chicago, Illinois, out of the Go.
That's only for rappers.
Yeah, it's only for rappers. That's what I was going to.
No, dude. Anybody who's from Chicago.
I was
You
gonna
have the right to say that.
I was gonna turn around.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
he's not from Chicago, and they didn't say that.
We heard the coolest name for Chicago was the Go.
He's the authority on Chicago since he is the only Bulls fan. So you better listen to him.
You gotta call it Chi-Town. Unless they're rappers,
they're from the Go.
The Go, you gotta call it
Unacceptable.
The Bulls.
They're from Chicago, Illinois.
Going to the Eastern Conference Finals, by the way.
Nice.
Boom!
Ooh, they
That's
are.
what it is.
Fuckers.
Go down heat.
God, I'm so afraid.
They better destroy him, dude. I hope they do.
Okay, this Voice Addiction currently unreleased, available for online download. Cheers, Ian, Johnny X, and VOA. Thanks for that bio.
Dude, Johnny X. Wasn't that the name of the guy from... Frick, what was that movie?
Static X.
Johnny X?
I'll think about it. I'll come up with it later. He played a rocker, but he was always high off of heroin, and they thought he was dead. They always thought he was dead and come back to life.
Nikki Sixx?
Dude,
Daniel from Hands On.
Daniel from Hands On.
What the heck is the name of that movie? Anyways.
All right, and this is Voice of Addiction with September Remembered.
Let's stop pointing fingers and stop calling names. No, I seem to forgive them. 2,000 years ago, but we've all forgotten our histories, all the mysteries, what was lost and forgotten, those lost and forgot. You'll never extinguish the fire, 'cause September is remembered, and the best days of our life are blue exploding and people revolting. Nobody gets out of here alive tonight. Let's all raise our hands and make sure that they count. We've all got the vengeance that they can take away. So they'll try and get them to betray no one. Yeah, we all live in one day. You'll never extinguish the fire, 'cause September is remembered as the best days of our life. Bombs are exploding and people revolting. Nobody gets out of here alive tonight.
All right, that was Voice of Addiction with September Remembered.
You know, I never knew Chicagoans had an accent until today. They have a very distinct accent to their
Yeah,
voice.
just for the record, I could not understand one fucking word that was said.
And if you want to contact them, you can find them at voiceofaddiction.com. You can also find them on MySpace, Voice of Addiction, punkrockers.com/Voice of Addiction, soundbids.com, Voice of Addiction. And if you want to email them, you can email them info@voiceofaddiction.com. Let's do it.
I say and tell.
All right, Voice of Addiction. You guys kind of threw me off in the beginning because the intro was very
Nostalgic.
Metallica Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
extremely Metallica Unforgiven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that's what I thought was
Yeah.
I thought it was that other song, that one is all... Then the house.
The Rise of the House of the Rising.
The
I
Rise
wrote
of
that
the
down.
House.
Yeah,
that's
that's
good.
House
too.
of the Rising
Animal
Sun.
House.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's good too.
That's
That's
what I
good.
got out of
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Couldn't put my
So
finger on it.
and then it went from that to almost like a garage band type sound, which was
Yeah.
just kind of threw me. I wasn't expecting that. So at first when the vocals came in, it kind of bugged me. But then when you guys did that little breakdown in your verse, I was like, oh, it's not bad, and it kind of started growing on me. But they're absolutely right. I couldn't understand anything. Nothing was audible as far as your articulation. I couldn't understand a single word of the song. But I don't know. I kind of dig the sound. It's a different mixture. I don't think I've heard a mixture like this. I can't quite put my finger on it. Sorry. My finger or my finger on it.
Yeah.
So I can't quite, I can't quite figure it out. But it's not horrible. I don't hate it, and it's a little unique for me, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. Yeah.
Right on. Hollywood.
Personally, like I said earlier, couldn't really understand one word. I heard the ohs, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The music was great. I liked
good.
it.
Yeah,
It's something that
Yeah.
would play for background music, though. Like, if I was chilling with somebody or people, just have this playing in the background.
Yeah.
But overall, musically, they were pretty good.
Yeah. I think I'm where they are. Like, I liked his voice. I just didn't know what he said, like he said.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a
It
cool
was a little bit
voice.
inaudible, but I did like the music, though.
It's
So-
that Chi-Town accent, dude. It's difficult.
Yeah, it got us.
Doubles.
So that's how that goes. That's easy.
Oh man, I would say that intro just totally threw me off because I heard like
It was a completely different song, wasn't it?
no, it wasn't even like
It was
but
two songs in one.
like right in that first song, I like that first couple notes. I just heard Johnny Cash and I heard
Okay.
Yeah.
House of the Rising Sun.
Yeah.
Right.
Then all of a sudden he came with the vocals. I heard Danzig. All of a sudden,
Okay.
There we go, dancing.
Yeah.
like it just. Going to a lot of punk rock shows like this, especially like the OC area and LA area, like you hear bands like this all the time.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sorry, but you guys are like I would compare you guys to the bands I see all the time, waiting for the headliner.
Openers.
Openers.
Is that a triple book?
No, it's not even that. It's not bad. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, but in SoCal, there's so many bands like this.
Yeah.
So many bands like this.
I feel what you're saying.
So many bands like this come through the area. This is ridiculous. Like, not too long ago, I went to it was like a year ago. I went to go see Street Dogs, which are pretty similar to this, same kind of style, kind of, but there was like 3 or 4 bands that just sounded exactly the same, and it just kind of sounds like the same style. It's that whole rock, punk rock kind of feel, and it has the same kind of feel. Very rock influence, guitars, and just that kind of 50s style vocals, almost like the early punk rock, the Misfits and stuff like that. It just sounds all the same to me.
All right.
Fair.
Yeah. I have no idea. I have mixed, just like Jekyll's.
If I could say something,
No, go ahead.
I can't say I didn't.
Good, 'cause I got
didn't
nothing. Go ahead.
because I didn't say I didn't like it, but I just again
You just hear it all the
I
time.
hear
You've
all
heard
the
it
time.
before. You heard it all the time.
Yeah, I hear it all the time.
And musically, they're
Nice.
good. The singer just needs to enunciate a little
Yeah.
bit.
The music was really good. Your guitar players are really good.
Yeah.
I could hear every note like perfectly. It was spot on.
Yeah, well, every time I go to the rock shows, it sounds like all those opening bands.
There it is.
Wow, really?
Hey, dude, that's a pretty good analysis of the song,
Yeah.
dude. That was pretty strong.
You're
It
good.
was deep.
Yeah, I'm with everybody over here. I didn't hate it, but for me, I still didn't like it.
If you understood what they said, would you like it more or not really?
I don't think I would.
It's just
I don't think it. Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, but what if the lyrics were badass though? They were like the most epic lyrics ever.
That would make a
we'll
world
never
of
know.
difference.
We'll never know
No, I don't
though.
That
think
would
so,
actually
man.
be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would make
I
the
don't-
world
I
of
don't-
difference.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd make much
They
difference.
did play
to me.
well. They did play well. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
For me, it was when the riff first came in, I was like, "This is a nice riff," but thanks to you guys, I was trying to figure out the symptoms. Like, where have I heard this before?
Yeah.
I felt this. Have felt this before, and like Hoff and Jekyll said, like it was something I felt before. Great riff and everything. I personally think that the vocals and the production of it was nice, but you didn't emphasize and execute on the fact that whoever engineered it gave you a good, solid, a vocal sound, and it just went to show. I was like, okay, I'm hearing his voice better than the last songs we heard. Here we go, and it was just like I didn't understand shit, and it's not because of the recording engineering aspect of it.
It's
just
that
because
Chicagoan
you didn't-
accent, dude.
You just
The
you
go.
just- yeah,
The
you
go.
didn't-
The go.
You
The
didn't
go.
allow me to hear you, and I can't blame it on anything else but you.
And
No, you know what? That's
That's a good
actually
point.
that's
Must
actually
be
a
that deep
perfect
dish
point.
pizza.
That's a good point.
And the thing is that people like to sing along with songs, and you can't sing along with a song you don't know
Sure
what the fuck
you
they're
can.
saying.
Unless you're drunk, you can
Yeah.
be like,
You know what I mean? And if you only listen
That's
to a
not-
song when you're drunk, it's not a great song.
That's true too. Like Black Eyed Peas when they did the Super Bowl,
Black Eyed Peas just sucks.
right?
Bottom
That was-
line.
that
And
was
everybody's all like,
awful
"Oh
live.
man, that was so awful." And I'm all like, "I blame the Black Eyed Peas," and they're all like, "No, it's probably the sound engineer." I'm all
No,
like,
they
"Yeah,
just
but they
suck."
still
That
they
was
still
them.
have to do rehearsal,
Yeah.
so they heard
No.
themselves."
Sound check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. In a big stage like that, the engineering is doing their job. If you didn't come through at the Super Bowl halftime
Yeah.
after that many mic checks, something's wrong with you.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So like even like you would have to listen to
Yeah.
your own. Wouldn't you listen to your own song to
Yeah.
see
That's
if
what
everything's
happens
cool?
when you try to do auto-tune live.
Yep.
Auto-tune live.
Only works for T-Pain.
So,
Death.
Yeah.
All right. What would you vote it as, BBJ?
you know, I'm just gonna say I had to let it play. It's, you know, thinking about the background. If I was chilling people, I let it play. So it's gonna go along those lines. I'm gonna just let it play on the radio.
All right. Intel.
I'm going to illegally download the song so I can try to figure out what they're saying.
Not bad. Hollywood.
I also agree with him. I mean, because of the fact that, I mean, the only thing that was wrong with it, or that I thought was wrong with it, was the vocals. Musically, they're really good, so I download it.
Hollywood is
Yeah.
a singer, by the way.
And I'm a
Yes,
singer.
he is a
Backing
vocalist.
up fellow singers.
You should sing. You should have
Sing
sang
He
your critique.
vocalizes.
I know, I should have sang my critique.
Would have been awesome, dude.
He vocalizes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually, jeez, that's a tough one because I like the feeling of it. Like I really.
Yeah, it's a good
Diesel's
feeling.
a
It's
rapper.
good-
Hey, I'll show you some bands that sound like them.
Which tier
You
you stuck
know.
between these? Which,
Well, I'm stuck between radio and illegally downloading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the thing is I know that I would
the
for
sub
sure.
is coming.
I know I would for sure let it play. I know that, and then I'm thinking, would I, go out of my way to download it? And I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Well,
to
there
be
it
hon-
is.
to be
then.
honest with you,
There it
I
is
don't
then.
think I would.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would go on the computer, but not on the iPod.
Exactly. That's
That's
it.
where you're at. Yeah.
So
That
I
should
mean,
be
I
new
would
radio.
let it play on the radio, but like I said, if this helps, I'd turn it up. I mean,
But only because you're trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if that helps at all. So that's where I'm at, huh?
Dude, how many times is that for this guy? He's got a weak bladder.
Got the bladder like of my son, a year and a half, year old,
Not only that.
Or a 90-year-old.
and the wiener.
Or your son's bigger. Your son's
Yeah,
bigger.
he's packing negative heat. They almost thought he had a vagina, but they're like, "Wait, what is that?"
Like caved in.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's like a giant clit.
a giant clip.
He looks like homeboy from
Looks like
Silence of the Lambs, except for he's not tucking.
This is the first. It's amazing because you're the first human Ken doll ever.
The Ken doll crotch.
Oh boy!
Oh, okay.
Amongst other things, Ken.
It's all good, Ken.
It's okay.
It's just like it's just this style.
Oh,
just
you
remind-
can.
It's not that can retard.
Yeah, not that Ken.
I know.
Shit, this
Barbie's
stuff-
Ken.
The
Got it.
style just reminds me of how many rockabillys are in Azusa and the Sangamo
Dude,
Valley
there's
and
so many freaking rockabillys.
Yeah.
And Morrissey is their god.
Yeah.
Hey, you like Elvis?
Morrissey,
You like Elvis?
Morrissey is their god, dude. They freaking worship him.
Dude.
I've never
They
been a
do.
big
Yeah,
Morrissey
they do
fan.
worship.
They worship
No,
him.
yeah, Morrissey and
never-
Elvis are top of the list over here in Betty
Oh,
Page.
and Depeche Mode.
Wait.
So what's your vote?
Let's go to Must. I let it play on the radio, man.
Oh, man.
I
Let's
think
just play
that's-
on the radio.
I'd probably let it play at Rockabilly's backyard.
Let it play. Let it play in a backyard. Blackyard.
Like in between bands, you would let this play
yeah,
in between
bands, like when people are setting up.
Waiting
Yeah.
for the Smiths cover band to come on.
Yeah, because
Yeah, there
that's
you
what
go.
the headliner is.
This is the Smiths cover band.
All right, oh.
Oh man, you're so bad. Did you pop something in my head? I'm all yeah. I'll let it play while the openers are setting up. Wow. See, that's the influence by Huff.
Yeah.
So
That's me.
thank you,
Dang.
thank you for that one.
Negative
So-
influence.
No, I still get radio.
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 So overall, radio.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
That's
nice.
what sounds like.
So,
Let me say boombox.
Cool. If you want to just take my spot, just go ahead, dude.
no,
Oh,
no.
nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So good.
Okay, no. So your rating's gonna be radio. We wouldn't let it. We'd let it play.
We wouldn't let it play.
Go ahead. We'd let it play without changing the station. That's your final rating, And not a bad song, dude.
Yeah.
You know, just keep doing what you guys are doing. Voice of Addiction.
So what did you think? Leave a comment down below and tell the artist what you thought.